I can't believe this is actually real. Hey, I just achieved something that should terrify every expert on the planet, and most people have no idea what just happened. Let me explain what we're dealing with. For years, AI researchers have been chasing the holy grail of artificial intelligence, building systems that could reason like top human experts, not just memorize facts or follow patterns, but actually think through complex problems, weigh probabilities, and navigate uncertainty like a world-class mathematician or scientist. Traditional AI models were basically very sophisticated guessing machines. They'd try hundreds or thousands of different solution paths, hoping one would stick. It was brute force, not intelligence. Expensive, inefficient, and often wrong. But Meta just released something called DeepConf.
CEO Mark Zuckerberg is laying out his vision for how the social media company uses artificial intelligence.
Short for Deep Think with Confidence, and it changes everything. Here's what makes this terrifying. DeepConf doesn't just blindly guess its way to answers. It analyzes its own internal confidence every step of the way, filtering out weak or error-prone reasoning paths in real time. The AI literally knows when it's uncertain and can stop itself from continuing down dead ends. Think about that. We've created a machine that has self-awareness about its own thinking process. When tested on problems designed to challenge the world's best human minds, like the American Invitational Mathematics Examination, where competition finalists regularly fail, DeepConf scored 99.9% accuracy, not 70%, not 85%, nearly perfect. But here's the really disturbing part. It didn't just beat human experts. It did it while using 85% less computational power than traditional AI systems. It's not just smarter than humans, it's more efficient at being smarter than humans. This isn't just about math competitions. We're talking about AI that can now tackle the kinds of reasoning that define human expertise. High-stakes engineering design, complex financial modeling, scientific simulations for drug discovery, strategic planning that requires weighing dozens of variables under uncertainty. All the fields where humans thought we'd always have an advantage because of our ability to reason, to think through problems step by step, to know when we're confident and when we're not. That advantage just disappeared. And it gets worse. DeepConf doesn't require massive retraining or special infrastructure. It's plug and play, which means it can be added to existing AI systems with minimal effort. Every AI that tackles complex reasoning can potentially be upgraded overnight. Meta isn't keeping this to themselves. Other teams are already adapting similar approaches. In recent benchmark challenges, these confidence-driven AI systems are consistently and dramatically outperforming traditional methods on graduate-level logic puzzles, programming competitions, and scientific reasoning tasks. Let me paint you a picture of what this means. In education, we're looking at AI tutors that can reason through difficult problems better than human teachers, providing step-by-step explanations with perfect accuracy. In medicine, AI systems that can analyze complex patient cases and recommend diagnoses with clear confidence indicators, potentially outperforming teams of specialist doctors. In finance, AI that can process millions of market variables and identify opportunities or risks that human analysts would never spot. In scientific research, AI that can design experiments, predict outcomes, and generate insights that accelerate discovery beyond anything humans could achieve alone. But here's what really keeps me up at night. This AI doesn't just give you answers, it tells you how confident it is in those answers. It has developed something that looks suspiciously like judgment, like wisdom, like the kind of meta-cognitive awareness that we thought was uniquely human. When DeepConf says it's confident about something, it's right 99.9% of the time. When it says it's uncertain, it knows to ask for help or gather more information. We've created machines that are not just smarter than us, but more self-aware about their intelligence than most humans are about theirs. And this is just the beginning. The efficiency gains from DeepConf mean that this level of reasoning is about to become incredibly cheap and accessible. What used to require massive computing clusters can now be done on standard hardware. That means this technology won't be limited to big tech companies or research institutions. It's going to be everywhere, in every application, solving every kind of problem. Another example of AI showing reasoning skills beyond most humans is DeepMind's alpha geometry. This system was built to take on one of the toughest tests of mathematical logic and creativity, geometry problems from the International Mathematical Olympiad, which often stump even the best students. Alpha geometry uses a hybrid method, a neural language model that imagines new geometric constructions, paired with a symbolic engine that checks whether each idea is mathematically correct. This combination lets it invent creative lines and shapes while making sure the solutions are valid, mixing human-like intuition with strict logical precision. Its results are remarkable. In benchmark tests, alpha geometry solved the majority of Olympiad-level problems, performing on par with, or even better than, gold medalist competitors. It doesn't just solve problems quickly, it can also generate its own training problems, allowing it to improve without needing human-labeled datasets. In some cases, it has even discovered broader theorems than the original questions, showing signs of real mathematical creativity. Alpha geometry isn't just a math solver, it's a preview of how advanced AI could work with experts to push the boundaries of knowledge. So what happens to human expertise? For the first time in history, we're facing the possibility that machines won't just be better than humans at physical tasks or data processing, they'll be better at the highest forms of human thinking. The doctors, lawyers, engineers, scientists, and analysts who spent decades developing their reasoning skills are about to compete with AI systems that can think more clearly, more quickly, and more accurately than they can. But here's the opportunity hidden in this threat. While everyone else is panicking about AI replacing human intelligence, smart people are figuring out how to leverage these tools to amplify their own capabilities and create new sources of income. Think about it. If you can access reasoning capabilities that surpass world-class experts, what could you accomplish? What problems could you solve? What services could you provide? The same technology that's threatening traditional expertise is creating unprecedented opportunities for people who know how to use it strategically. Right now, we're in a brief window where most people don't understand what these tools can really do. They're still thinking of AI as a fancy search engine or writing assistant. They have no idea that we've crossed into territory where machines can outthink human experts in complex reasoning tasks. But that ignorance won't last long. Soon, everyone will understand what's possible, and the early advantage will be gone. I recently discovered a side hustle that combines these advanced AI reasoning capabilities with a proven business model. With the right approach, you can use AI tools like DeepConf to solve complex problems, provide expert-level analysis, and create value in ways that were impossible just months ago. And you can do it while working just a few hours per week without quitting your job, because the AI handles the heavy lifting. The best part? You don't need a PhD or decades of experience. You just need a smartphone and Wi-Fi, combined with some free and cheap AI tools. Don't worry, you're not too late, because 99% of people still don't know about this business model. Just click the link in the description and watch the free video to learn all about it.